What if your next favorite book came not only with stunning art, but also a storyline that felt like home? I'm Paul Cram, actor, book lover, occasional crier in the graphic novel section at the bookstore. Today, I want to share with you 6 graphic novels. These are family friendly, gorgeously drawn, and emotionally rich. They all happen to be queer. Let's dive in. First up, we have My Brother's Husband, Volume 2 by Gengoroh Tagame. I'm a little bit guessing on the name there. Definitely take a look at Volume 1. Volume 1, though, does have a little bit of nudity in it, so Volume 2 does not, hence the family-friendly piece. This is a really, really touching story between a twin brother, his brother's husband, and the twin brother's daughter. And it explores the idea of a parent sort of coming to terms with like a sibling who is gay and also a child that might be queer as well. Beautifully drawn, beautifully told. It's fantastic. Highly recommend it. Second up, another manga style graphic novel is Our Dining Table, story and art by Mita Ori. This story is just charming. It's sweet. It deals with food. It deals with cooking. It's very slice of life. And it kind of shows the dynamics that happen in a family when you're dealing with adoption, and also having feelings for the two main guys too. They start to have feelings for each other, and it just warms my heart. Hey, really quick too, if you're getting anything out of this review, would you like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff? Really appreciate it. I'm working on my channel here, so it helps. Thank you. Third up, The Girl from the Sea by Molly Knox Ostertag. And this one is, if you know anything about like the legend of selkies, where they live in the sea and then they come out and they take their fur off and they become human. This totally dives into that. It is lovely. This is definitely a coming of age story, and sort of the lead girl, she's grappling with her not grappling, she's coming of age, she's realizing what her sexuality is. And I love, the spoiler alert, towards the end, she gets to a point where she's no longer wondering, like, am I queer? Am I not? Am I, all these things. And she just becomes okay with herself. And the story keeps going after that. And I love that. I love that sort of point where she got to that point. Yeah, really wise, really wise. Let's see. Fourth book is Chef's Kiss. This is, there's a few people that had their hands in this one. This one's written by Jarrett Melendez, illustrated by Danica Brine. Chef's Kiss, the lead guy, it follows him. He's in college. He's figuring out some of life. He has college friends. He works in a kitchen. He's put through a series of kind of cooking tests, and there is a cute, adorable pig. And the thing I really appreciated about this story especially is it's sort of a little bit after like the high school coming of age story. This is more of college. This is like figuring out like your career. And they did a really, really beautiful job of showing how eventually the lead character, he makes decisions for himself, and he doesn't make them based on everybody else, which is it's a really good message to have for obvious reasons. Fifth, The Prince and the Dressmaker by Jen Wang. This one I had seen on the shelves at the library. I had seen it on some reading lists. This one surprised me in a good way. Like I wasn't sure if I was going to like it. I have my own internalized homophobia sometimes to deal with. And I really liked it. I read it and I smiled, and it was so fantastic. And yeah, there's just some moments. Yeah, big huge smile. It has that, definitely like that fairy tale vibe to it, where you have the really poor girl, and then you have the really rich prince, and like how that all comes together. This one deals with cross dressing and what that can look like, and it does a really good job. It's so fun. All right, Nimona. This book. I've read this one quite some time ago, but Nimona by Noelle Stevenson. There's also now a Netflix animated version of Nimona. Nimona is so near and dear to my heart. I have given this to friends of mine. Yes, shout out to you, Drake. Such a good book. I love how in Nimona here, this is not a spoiler totally, but Nimona's a shapeshifter. And I love how throughout the book they play with that, and the humor and comedy that ensues from that is amazing. Also, I guess this could be a little bit of a spoiler, but like, I love how they played and twisted and turned on its head the villain. I mean, we see that a lot nowadays, where it's like the villain with the heart of gold kind of a vibe, and we see that maybe the good guy is the bad guy, and the bad guy is the good guy. Like they show a lot of really smart perspectives in Nimona, questioning authority, questioning what we hear on the news, questioning, it's a really, really good piece in that regard, like using critical thinking skills, but also questioning like what we're being told. And highly recommend it. So yeah, those are the books that I wanted to pull. Like I had already mentioned, none of these are NSFW, not safe for work. These are family friendly. They are great. They could be on anybody's bookshelf. I actually think if you're a parent or an adult, having these around would be really helpful. It could even start some really good, healthy conversations around a lot of topics, coming of age, queerness, people that are different from each other, that kind of thing, like those conversations. I wish that these would have been on my bookshelf when I was growing up. I wish that my family would have had them around. They didn't. Some of these weren't written when I was that age, but I have them now. So yeah, check them out. Also, have you read any of these? If you have, drop a comment. Let me know. I'm always curious to hear what people are reading, what they like. Yeah. Thanks so much for listening, and I hope that you're having the day you deserve.